I'm Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today I got a mega movie plan. Today, I'm back with another mega review for you all. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the new movie Ambulance. Yes, I'm going to be going over my general thoughts of the movie, so spoiler free, so it is safe for everyone. I'm going to give you all the good, the bad, and my recommendation on whether you should go out and see this one or not. So stick around to the end of the video for that recommendation. But without further ado, let's get started. Get into the good of the movie. So Ambulance is a new movie directed by Michael Bay. You have an all-star cast here. You got Jake Gyllenhaal and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II playing the criminal bank robbers. And then you have Isa Gonzalez playing the paramedic. And this movie definitely has a lot of Michael Bayhem in it. Tons of thrilling action sequences. And this movie gets started right away. It gives you a little bit of setup information, but not too much. And then it hits the pedal to the metal right away, and you're going into those fun action sequences. So very exhilarating of a movie. Kind of reminds me of the movie Speed, where you're really kind of glued to your seat thinking, hey, what's gonna happen right now? And just so many crazinesses going on screen. And so to me, that's where the movie is having so much fun, is you're just wondering, okay, what's gonna happen to all these characters in this situation? I mean, you care about some characters here, and then other characters you're just like, I still want to know what's gonna happen to that one character, because this movie to me was tough to predict how it was fully gonna turn out. Yeah, maybe I had some guesses in there that turned out the way I thought it was, but I think it does a good enough job to have, you know, a few little twists and things added in there, and I think it does a fun job with that. And so it is definitely a Michael Bay movie. You know exactly what you're getting with this one. A lot of excitement and flashy things going on screen, and so to me, that was keeping my attention and keeping me entertained throughout the movie. Now to get into the bad of the movie. Michael Bay, you got a new drone, didn't you? I can tell. There are so many drone shots in this movie, and at first you're like, this is kind of cool. It is giving us some exhilarating factor, but then there's so many drone shots, you're like, okay, this is getting jarring right now. I'm starting to get a massive headache. Like, Michael Bay, can we simmer down a little bit? But Michael Bay does not simmer down. It's going the whole time. So much drone shots. It's just like all over the place. And you're like, okay, wow, this is definitely a lot of angles to take in visually. So it's just, you gotta adjust to it, and it's definitely a lot there. And then even though the performances are really solid in the movie, I do think at certain points Jake Gyllenhaal's character gets a little cartoony villainish, and you're like, okay, Jake Gyllenhaal, let's pull it back just a little bit. And then he does, so it does definitely even out towards the end, so it's okay, but it's just some things you notice in this movie. And then also, the humor in this movie does not work overall. There are a lot of jokes thrown in here that are just not funny. I was barely laughing at all, and it tries to hit you with a lot of comedic moments, and it's just not working. It's like 1 out of 10 jokes will work in this movie, so 9 out of 10 do not work at all, and you're just like, okay, you're trying to be funny, it's not working. And there's like random product placement in this movie too, like where he starts talking about his Krieg coffee machine, and it's just so overdone. It's like, oh, you like the coffee, right? It's like, okay, wow, really? Yeah, of course you're gonna have some product placement, I get it, but like, that's a little too much. Like, Krieg, you paid them some big bucks, didn't you? It's like, Krieg sponsors the new movie Ambulance. And so yeah, it's just moments like that that kind of just go like, okay, just not the best for a movie like this. And then also the believability in this movie does get really stretched at times. You're like, why aren't there any other cars on these LA streets? Why is there only this ambulance and these cop cars? It's like, has Michael Bay ever been to LA? I'm sure he has. Like, don't you know LA traffic? These streets should be packed. I should be seeing cars everywhere in the city. And you really don't. So it's a really odd choice there. But I mean, you have to, I guess, for the plot, because this ambulance needs to be going fast and we cannot slow it down. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But it's just those kind of flaws that are really noticeable in the movie that just kind of bring down the movie to my recommendation of the movie. Now, should you go out to the theaters and see Ambulance? Well, if you're a big action movie fan and you're really not looking for anything serious, you know what you're getting into with a Michael Bayhem movie. It's gonna be explosions, it's gonna be cars piling up, it's just gonna be bonkers actions throughout. So if you're okay with just turning off your brain and just enjoying just big explosions, then you get a lot with Ambulance. Like I said, this movie gets going and it don't stop. So to me, if you enjoy that kind of genre, I think you're gonna have a fun time with this movie. But if you're going in with like a critic mindset, really wanting to see a masterpiece of a movie, the next auteur film, then no, Ambulance is not that. I'm telling you, you know what you're getting with this one. If you liked Michael Bay films before, I think Michael Bay does another solid job on this one for what he's known for. But once again, if you're going to something you want to really revolutionize the cinema industry, then yeah, probably not the movie for you. So if you're an action fan, you'll get a kick out of it. If you're not really an action fan, then yeah, you can definitely stay away from this one. But I think most people that do go out to see this movie, I don't think you'll be very disappointed. Will you think it's great? Probably not. But I think you'll at least kind of like it and be like, you know what? I had a thrilling time for the time I was there watching it. So that will do it for my mega review of the new movie Ambulance. Let me know in the comments below, have you seen this movie and what did you think of it? Or are you now planning on seeing this one and what gets you excited about it? Also, what is your favorite Michael Bay movie of all time? Let's have those movie discussions down below. Also, if you're just discovering the channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe right now. I'm going to get you tons of movie reviews, rankings, movie news, movie hauls, unboxings, you name it. We'll talk all things movies on this channel. I don't want you to miss out on any of that entertainment value. So make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss when I post a video.
I'm going to need you to help us. Why don't you help us?
Also, like the video. And this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.